Hey everybody, I'm the Random Shit Chef, and you're not. That wasn't good. So today I'm making another one of our favorites, taco salad. Maybe I should stop saying when I'm making another one of our favorites, because it's not like I'm going to make stuff that we don't like. But anyway, taco salad, another quick, easy meal. I use meat that I cook on the grill. Some people think that's kind of weird, especially my daughter. She would call this a random shit meal. Years ago when they were making tacos, burritos, chili, whatever, you think they ran out to the market and got a pound of ground beef? No, I think they were probably using chicken, pigs, maybe even goats. And I know the idea of eating goat to most Americans is really weird, but when I was in Turkey, I barbecued goat, and it wasn't bad. Anyway, we're going to make taco salad today. The first thing we're going to do is make bowls out of tortillas to put it in. That is like the thing that makes taco salad around here so cool. It impresses just about everybody. And who doesn't like taco salad, except for maybe my grandson. The idea is salad, and he's just like, ew, no, not salad. But anyway, let's get cracking. We're going to make the tortilla bowls first. After that, you can stop watching the video if you already know how to make taco salad, or you can stick around and see how the Random Shit Chef does it. So, let's get cooking. So in order to make our tortilla bowl for our taco salad, you need a tortilla. And this is a flour tortilla, 10-inch more or less. I've never done it with a corn tortilla, but I imagine it should work about the same way. Cooking time might take a little bit longer because the corn tortillas, I think, have more moisture and more oil in them. Along with the tortilla, we're going to need a microwave-safe bowl. This is an old Pyrex bowl that I do it in. So my first step is I just simply lay it and center it over the bowl and stick it in the microwave for about 60 seconds. Okay, so the first cooking softens the tortilla up a little bit. And if you look inside the bowl, there's quite a bit of moisture. And what this is doing is it's cooking all that moisture out of it and drying it. And as it's drying it, we're going to take advantage of that and shape it. So I just wiped all the moisture out. And now I'm going to shove the tortilla down into the bowl and start molding it to conform to the bowl. You're going to have some folds. I usually try to flatten those out a little bit. Make them into littler folds instead of great big ones. And you want to keep this thing kind of centered in the bowl too. And make sure the bottom gets pushed hard against the bottom of the bowl in order so it'll be flat and lay on your plate nicely. And there we have the start of a decent tortilla bowl. Now this is going to go back in the microwave for another 60 seconds. And it's starting to take its shape, but it's starting to get some big bubbles in it. I don't know if you can really see, but there's bubbles forming. So what I'll do now is I'll go through and flatten out the bubbles, and also flatten out the tortilla against the bowl. Trying to keep that bowl shape. We're going to try and keep it centered, keep it near the bottom. And it's still cooking up moisture, so let's wipe out some moisture. Maybe pat a little bit off of the tortilla itself. Get it centered. Make sure it's against the bottom, and let's do another minute. We're going to take a chance at scorching it a little bit, but we'll see how it turns out. And I see a little bit of burning going on down in there. You can see it right there, but don't worry, you haven't ruined it. At least I haven't ruined it. And this is getting pretty hard. Oh, and the bottom is a little bit brown, so we're done with this one. So that was what, 3 minutes of microwaving? We're going to do the next one probably about 2.5. I usually make 2 or 3 of these when we have taco salad for dinner, because we'll each have one, and then there'll be enough leftovers so the wife will have it for like lunch the next day or the day after. So let's make a second one. Remember, put it right on top, put it in the microwave for about 60 seconds. Okay, after the first minute it's softened up. There's going to be a little bit of moisture down here. Wipe that out. Stick your tortilla back in. Start to mold it to the bowl. Flatten out the folds. Make sure it's in the bottom well. Try to center this. That's pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect. It'll taste the same. It'll still be taco salad. And back in the microwave for another minute. And here we are at the end of minute number 2. It's starting to take its shape, and it's also getting those bubbles in there. So let's flatten those bubbles out. We get the bowl centered, down nice against the bottom. Let's flatten it out a bit. And remember, this was 2 minutes so far. Last time we did 3 minutes and scorched it a bit. So this time we're going to do 30 seconds and see how that works. And we got a little bubble in the bottom. Otherwise it's looking pretty good. Starting to get a teeny bit of scorch there, so we can stop cooking this one and put it on the wire rack. Oh, and by the way, this stuff does get hot. In about 5 or 6 minutes, we got 2 pretty little tortilla bowls just waiting to be filled and made into taco salad. Oh, that's actually the end of how to make your own little bowl for taco salads. If you want to see how the Random Shit Chef does his taco salad, stick around and I'll show you how I make my meat and what other fillings I use. So the most important part of taco salad to a lot of people is probably the meat. And most people automatically go for ground beef. We don't think that way around here. I cook out on the grill quite a bit, and I've got some small pieces of chicken and pork that I did the other day. When I do cook it on the grill, I always cook extra meat. And I try to do some small pieces, just for stuff like meals like this or pot pie. And I'll do a marinade. I'll do like about half cheap barbecue sauce and about half Italian dressing. Whatever. We eat a lot of pork and chicken. And once you grind it up small and you mix in the taco seasoning, it's not much different from the ground beef. And it works for us. As you can see, it's got a pretty small. Once that cooks, it'll look even smaller. So if I was using ground beef, when you cook it and season it, it's going to shrink anyway. And most of these things call for a pound. By the time I cooked a pound of ground beef, this is probably pretty close to what it would look like. So let's move to the range top and start cooking and seasoning this. The instructions on the seasoning packet, because I'm not going to do a seasoning from scratch, I'm using a generic taco salad seasoning. And the instructions say to cook your meat first, and we've already done that. To put the contents of the package in. And to that you add 2/3 of a cup of water per the package instructions. And now you bring this to a boil, and once it reaches boil, you make sure it's all mixed up well, and then you turn it down and let it simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so here's what taco salad looks like at the Random Shit Chef's house. We got the 2 tortilla bowls that we did earlier. We got the taco meat, which is actually nothing but chicken and pork that I cooked on the grill and then seasoned like it was ground beef with regular taco seasoning. We got salsa, sour cream, grated cheddar. Some people use like Colby Jack or Longhorn. Those are fine too. It's just I use cheddar. Got some shredded lettuce. We got grated onion, and we have black olives. So it's about dinner time. If you don't mind me, I'm going to start making my taco salad. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking out my kitchen. If you try this, I hope you enjoy it. And see you next time on The Random Shit Chef.